Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to another episode of the Clone Wars. This is officially like the first episode of the final arc of Clone Wars. So there's the Siege of Mandalore. Last time on the Clone Wars we had the final episode with like Trace and Rafa and Ahsoka was sneaking around. We saw glimpses of Maul. And then Bo-Katan strolled up at the end and was like, yo, get in, loser. We're going to fight Maul. You have 5 minutes. And Ahsoka's like, all right, sick. I'm in. Let's do this. And so now I am so glad that that arc is over. Like those 4 episodes. I mean, I still enjoyed them because they were Clone Wars. But like, of all the Clone Wars I've watched, like that had to be the most frustrating because like in the past there were arcs of Clone Wars that didn't really matter a whole lot, but you didn't think about that because you didn't have it in the back of your mind that this is the final season of Clone Wars. But throughout that whole arc I just had it in my head like this is the final season of Clone Wars and they're wasting time on this dumb arc with these stupid characters. But now that that arc is done, we can finally get to the real good stuff, which is the Siege of Mandalore. I know at some point in this arc, Ahsoka will be fighting Darth Maul, and that's pretty sick. I'm hoping this arc will kind of bridge some gaps between like this show and episode 3, and then also like the first season of The Mandalorian. Like, I want to know how they're going to kind of tie all these things together, because Dave Filoni's like he's a mastermind. He just works everything to fit it all in, and like how it's going to connect to Rebels as well. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be pretty exciting. I have a feeling that this final season, or this final arc, I mean, is going to be exciting. It's going to be emotional. And yeah, I can't wait to jump into it. Before we start watching, please leave a like on the video and please subscribe. That helps so much. But otherwise, let's hop right into this, shall we? I'm so excited. Interesting, they didn't go straight into the Star Wars music. A Lucasfilm limited production. Okay, now Part 1. Old friends not forgotten. Gosh, this is like Siege of Normandy right now. Yes, Obi-Wan. That shot was dope.
Anakin, where are you? I'm right here. What are you doing down there? We are taking cover. Now get down. You're not serious. There's only 1,000 droids down there tops.
Cocky son of a gun.
Where's Captain?
That's some like Darth Vader imagery of just the one dude walking up and they're just scared crapless.
Hold your fire. Hold your fire. I have come to surrender.
Surrender? That's a relief. Notify the tactical
Stupid
droid.
droids.
Your forces fought valiantly and
What are you doing, R2?
R2, how much longer are we stuck down here? Great, I'll tell the boys. All right, man. Hang in there a little longer.
There's so many of them. Ooh, get cooked, son. Yo. Let's go, boys. Rex and the gang going ham.
So, we've received a transmission from someone using your subspace frequency, Fulcrum.
Perhaps the siege at Onderon has taken a turn for the
Fulcrum.
worse.
It's from Rebels.
It's not Guerrera. You had best take this transmission here.
It's Ahsoka Tano. Let's go, baby.
All right, Admiral. What's so important you brought us all the way back here?
There she is.
Hello, Master. It's been a while.
I don't believe it. How are you? Where are you? Are you okay?
I'm all right. Thank you. I wish we had more time to talk, but I have urgent information for both of you.
What is it, Ahsoka?
Lady Bo-Katan and I have located the renegade Sith Lord Maul, and if we move swiftly, we believe we can capture him.
There she is. Let's go. She looks taller in this episode than last episode. I don't think she wants to chat with the Jedi too much right now.
If we are successful, you'll have Maul, and I'll have Mandalore.
We will effectively be drawn into yet another war.
What's one more?
Well, we're not finished with our first one yet.
That's also true.
He murdered their ruler. My sister. I thought she meant something to you.
Oh, snap.
She did.
Oh, no, 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 no. I remember this from the trailer, I think.
Not since I left the Order.
It's her
Doesn't matter to them.
her squadron.
It's a sign of respect. Loyalty means everything to the clones.
Let's go! Rex, you dog!
Company! Attention!
Yes, boys.
Go ahead. They've been waiting to see you.
Let's freaking go.
The paint job's a little crude, but we think it gets the idea across. Glad to have you back, Commander.
Rex, thank you. But you don't have to call me Commander anymore.
Yes, they do.
Sure thing, Commander.
Accept them, please. Ah, come on. You need those to fight.
Anakin, Rex, prepare all forces. We're jumping to hyperspace immediately.
Yes, sir.
Grievous has attacked the capital.
What about the Chancellor?
Shock T has been sent to protect him, but Master Windu has lost contact with her. Not to worry. Our fleet can be there within the hour.
So that as usual, you're playing politics. This is why the people have lost faith in the Jedi. I had too, until I was reminded of what the Order means to people who truly need us.
That's not fair.
I'm not trying to be.
We'll promote Rex to commander and have him lead the new division. Ahsoka can go with him as an advisor. What do you say?
I accept. That is, if Obi-Wan agrees.
Commander Rex.
I killed Maul once. Best to capture him. He doesn't seem to stay dead.
Lightsabers. Let's go. Yes.
Took care of him. Maybe a little better.
Made him blue. The one's shorter though.
I'll take care of
Yes. I'm so excited right now. Ooh. mid-air Mandalorian fights. That's baller.
What are you waiting for? Get out there!
They don't have jetpacks.
I didn't think to bring you a jetpack.
She doesn't have a jetpack.
Racing to the surface!
It's like Captain America. Yes. Yes, Ahsoka. Good lord, just going ham right now.
Thanks, Commander.
Still calling her commander. Oh, that was so sick. Let's go. Oh, yes, Ahsoka. Get it, girl. This is so baller.
Be you.
Some things never change.
I freaking love this. Oh, dang. That guy's really trying to look like Maul. Got the paint and the yellow with the horns.
I'll head for the throne room and deal with Almec. You must find Maul.
I want you to support Ursa at the docks. We must ensure Maul doesn't escape.
If he's here.
What's down there?
Unknown, sir.
Let's move in.
Probably a trap.
A Jedi was sighted entering the lower city.
Yo, that's some sick armor.
Just as our Lord predicted.
He almost looks like Boba Fett. Like with the color scheme. Damn, Bo-Katan going hard right now. Ooh. Kidney shots.
Where's Maul?
He wanted you to bring the Jedi here, but you brought the wrong one.
She was supposed to bring Obi-Wan.
You're walking into a trap. Ahsoka!
She's got to sense something going down. Her people are dying.
I'm sorry, Commander.
You did your best. Frick. There he is.
I was hoping for Kenobi. Why are you here?
Oh, frick, this episode was so good. Oh, man. No music, just straight to credits. Good God. Freaking A. Okay, Straight up, this is some of the best Clone Wars I've ever seen. Like, from this season to go from some alright episodes in the first 4, you know, just hype that Clone Wars is back, to then 4 of probably the worst episodes of Clone Wars I've ever seen, to immediately going right into some of the best Clone Wars I've ever seen. Oh my god. Okay, so start off with Anakin and Obi-Wan in the middle of a battle, and the clones were getting straight up wrecked. It was kind of like the Siege of Normandy, where they're just charging against blaster fire. They're just going down easy. Obi-Wan's like, all right, let's chill for a minute. Let's regroup. And and Anakin strolls up and he's like, yo, this is nothing. You guys need to chill out. And he's not even like trying to defend himself. Like, he's just kind of moving slightly to avoid the blasters, just being cocky as hell. Walks up and he's like, I surrender. And he's like, we already finished our fight. Figured we'd come help you a little bit. He's just buying time to get he's getting his guys in position, but he mainly wants the tactical droid or whatever to come out, and so he can kill that guy, because they could kill pretty much most of those other droids, and the separatists would still be able to probably mount a decent defense if the tactical droid is alive. So he's just trying to get that guy out in the open. Kills that dude, and he's like, all right, everybody attack, let's go. And then they go ham, they kill a bunch of droids, they win the day. And then he gets a call, and they're just like, just come up to the ship. You need to see this. And Ahsoka is on the video feed. And he just has no words, because like, he hasn't seen her since she left. Which, how long would that have been for him? Like a few weeks maybe, because it seemed, unless she's been chilling with Bo-Katan for a while, she went seemingly straight from leaving the Jedi Order to crashing in Coruscant and going to jail with Trace and Rafa, and then went to Bo-Katan, and then that seemingly led pretty much straight into the Siege of Mandalore. So I don't know if she, like, how long it's been, like, because she looked taller as well when she exited the Mandalorian ship. Like, she looked like she'd grown up a bit. So I don't know how long it's necessarily been since he saw her last, like when she walked away. But he like has straight up just like no words. And then they meet, and she doesn't want to initially she doesn't want to reach out or become emotionally vulnerable again. So he tries to talk to her, and she's like, we can do this later. I don't have time for this. And I think that's because she is still feeling a little standoffish, or a little closed off to the Jedi. Like she can't allow herself to be drawn back in. Like I think she's still determined to not be a part of the Jedi anymore. And you know, like she is seeing them kind of act the same way that they have acted in the past, and it's the reason that people like Rafa and Trace have lost faith in the Jedi. And yeah, she doesn't want, like, it would be so easy for her to just like assume her old role as a commander in the Republic Army. and she doesn't want to just walk back into that. Like, she left the Jedi for a reason, and she wants to remember that. And then they're walking, and all these clones are saying, Commander, like, saluting her because she's back, and she's like, yo, they need to stop. I am not a commander anymore. And Anakin's like, I have a surprise for you. Like, these dudes are completely loyal to you. Like, as soon as they knew you were back, this is what they did. And she opens the door, and they all have their helmets painted to look like her, like, signifying essentially, like, these are your men, and they're always going to be your men. And I think that's super cool, because even, like, Rex in Rebels, like, he's still, like, considers her to be his commander. And they're getting ready to potentially go to Mandalore, and then Obi-Wan runs in. He's like, yo, we have to go to Coruscant to protect Chancellor Palpatine, which those events lead into episode 3. I think that's the start of episode 3, potentially. If I'm remembering correctly, I think that's the start where Grievous is holding Palpatine, and they crash the ship, and Obi-Wan's like, not to worry, we're still flying half a ship. I think that's the event that's referencing right there. And they're gonna go and help him, and Ahsoka's like, are you kidding me? Like, you're playing politics again. Like, he doesn't need you. And it's true, he doesn't, because he's a Sith Lord and he could get out of it by himself. But she's like, he doesn't need you. Like, these people need you. Like, you're just playing politics again. Like, this is why people lost faith in you. This is why I lost faith in you. And Anakin's like, well, you know, we could split it in half and she could lead that group. And Obi-Wan's like, well, technically she's no longer part of the army. So instead they promote Rex to commander. So that's how Rex gets his role as Commander Rex. And then she's just like a liaison, technically. And they're like, well, let's do it. And then he gives her lightsabers, and they're blue now. I don't remember why one of them is shorter than the other, but, you know, that's what it is. I feel like in the past, they never, unless I'm remembering wrong, I feel like they always looked the same length, like the blades looked the same length previously, but now there's like a distinct difference between one of them being way shorter. But yeah, frick. Then the Siege of Mandalore, like, it's straight action. Like, they're getting shot out of the sky, like, and then she's like, well, see you down there. And she's like Captain America when he just jumps out of the plane without a parachute. And she's running along ships. She's catching rides on jetpacks. She freaking somersault lands and just like hold their lightsabers in the ground to stop her fall. And then she's just, Ahsoka was back, baby. Like, Ahsoka in the previous 4 episodes was trash. She sucked. Like, she was arguably negative trying. Like, she was holding herself back to not give herself away as a Jedi. In this instance, she's almost doing the opposite of, like, she's going hard, being like, I'm a dang Jedi. Like, I'm gonna go ham on you kids. And she's just like deflecting bolts. She's using the Force. She's flipping everywhere. And it's so exciting. It's so cool. And they're fighting their way through. And Bo-Katan's all angry. She's like, frick. The Mandalorians that are there are all painted to look like Maul, and they got the horns and everything, and it's so cool. So then they split up. Bo-Katan goes towards the leader because she's got that personal vendetta against that guy, because he's a Mandalorian citizen that is in her mind, essentially betraying his own people and being Maul's puppet. So that makes sense why she would go for him. And then Ahsoka goes to the underground to go after Maul. And it sucks because, like, it's obviously an extensive underground, different layouts. They don't know the layout. The incumbent Mandalorians that are there, they know the layout, and they probably memorized it because it's clearly a trap. And so Ahsoka's men are dying left and right, and then she is the last one. She watches one of her men die. She's the last one there, surrounded by Mandalorians, and then Darth Maul strolls up, and he's kind of annoyed. He's like, yo, I did this whole thing to get Obi-Wan frickin' Kenobi here, and they send me you? Like, what the pit? Like, this sucks. So he's obviously upset because he wanted to fight Obi-Wan, and now Ahsoka's there. And obviously neither of these two people are going to die, so it'll be interesting to see what happens exactly. But yeah, because we know Ahsoka lives on to go be Fulcrum and be part of the Rebel Alliance and fight Darth Vader, and even survives that. And we know Maul goes on to be killed by Obi-Wan on Tatooine, and he's in Rebels as well. But like, this episode was so hype. Like, I can't understand how satisfying and exciting it was to be done with the last arc, because that arc sucked, and then go straight to this where it's just like, just absolute magnificence. Clone Wars at its finest. Like, this was incredible. Freaking A. Oh man, I'm so happy. And there's 3 episodes left. They changed things up. They started with just like normally they'll just go straight into the music. Then this one they were like, this is a Lucasfilm production. And then they went into the music, but it was the red logo. And then it just said part 1. Instead of having a quote, it was just part 1, title of the episode, let's go. And then normally where there's like a slow ending into some music in the credits, they were just like, end, silence. And you're like, frick, this is serious. They're getting serious with this, boys. Let's go. Oh man, this is so exciting. This is what we were promised. This is what everyone was waiting for with the final season. Like, this is when they showed that first initial trailer showing that Clone Wars was back. This is what people were hyped about. This is Clone Wars. All that other trash, I mean, that was still Clone Wars, but it was trash. Compared to this, it was trash. Freaking A. I'm so pumped. This is gonna be so cool. Oh man, I can't wait for next week, for Friday. I'm watching this one a little bit late. This is Tuesday right now. I'm gonna try and get this out as quick as I can, but freaking A, I'm behind. I think that's all my thoughts. I'm just pumped. This is exciting. Yeah, if you liked the episode or my reaction, please leave a like on the video. Please subscribe. And I will see you guys next week for part 2 of the Siege of Mandalore. Peace.